hope tree, hey a chaya. Hope tree, hey a chaya. Ho, hey, 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 hey a chaya. Hope tree, hey a chaya. Hope tree, hey a chaya. Ho, hey, hey, hey. Heichka. I was hoping my great-grandson would come and join me because he knows this song, but I think he's a little bit bashful. But this is my story to you. I am offering it first to my great-grandson, Kynan. But I am also offering it to anyone here who has ever wondered where you belong, are in search of your identity, are wondering what carries you forward in your lives when life becomes difficult. I am sharing who I am and where I come from and what I have learned, because that knowledge has carried me through my lifetime, through joy, heartache, responsibility, and loss. Every elder hopes for the same thing, that the next generation will carry the old values, principles, and teachings forward for their generation, and that they will gather some of the joy and be spared some of the pain. My name is Chief Gibby Jacob. My ancestral name is Cockleton Siant. I am one of the Hereditary Chiefs of the Squamish Nation, and I am grateful to be here with you today. I feel a responsibility to share some teachings, especially for my great-grandson, my boy, Kynan, and for anyone else who may need them. For Kynan, I will send these teachings to his email. He's already got an email address. So he can understand them and open it when he's older and be able to understand. I have hundreds of pictures of him, with him from his escape from the hospital to today. I got him 3 days out of the hospital, first picture. The lessons and teachings aren't meant to be hoarded, but to be shared, so we can all be better in our lives. Kynan was born 3 days before my birthday, so he is the best present I've ever received in my life. I was born on a Humboldt Reserve, which is also known as a Capilano Reserve in West Vancouver. And I've spent almost my entire life living within 1 block of where I live right now with my beautiful wife here in the front. My father was a late Alfred Jacob Cockleton. My mother, late Lena Jacob Quetelot. I am the youngest of 9 children. I told my siblings that Mom and Dad saved the best for last. My oldest brother looked at me and said, well, you're tall, dark, and oh well, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. But this is where I came from. This is where my life is. From this place and from the villages my family have lived in for generations. It's a beautiful place. I am surrounded by my loving family. I learned early that money cannot give you what family gives you. It cannot give you health, cannot give you belonging. Knowing where you come from gives you something steady to stand on. And I've also learned this. Even when family is absent, broken, or taken from you, there is still something inside you that holds who you are. Time begins when you take your first breath. That is when your life clock starts. I often say that my first breath was also my first breath towards my last breath. So the question becomes, what do you do and what do you become in between your first and last breath? Everything that matters happens there. I have known great successes. I have known great struggles. I have faced racism, conflict, and loss. I have also known great love, great friendships, and great purpose in my life. What allowed me to move through all of it was knowing who I am and where I come from. My mother taught me something important when I was young. She said, love. If you give it, you will never run out of it. If you give it, you will get it back. I did not understand that fully when I was young, but I learned it by living it. I grew up understanding that identity is not only personal, it is knowing where you belong. Who you are is shaped by your family, your mentors, and your people, and the responsibility you carry for them. Strength, I learned, is not about ego. It is about endurance, about showing up, about being the first at the meeting and the last to leave. By doing that, you make sure that everybody is okay. About carrying responsibility when it is heavy. Those teachings became a big part of my education, my foundation. I hear young people ask this question, who am I? What is my role? What am I supposed to be doing going forward in my life? I used to tell them that there are 3 ways I look at how you reach out to the world. First, you can reach out like this, with a fist, ready to fight whoever. You can reach out asking for a handout. Or you can reach out by taking someone else's hand this way, shaking it. So you can stand together in a good way. I think that's what we all want. Too often, especially in times of conflict and hardship, we forget that last way, the good way. We forget that the real change does not happen by itself. It happens when we choose to meet each other with respect, openness, honesty, and purpose, and can move forward together. Much of my adult life was spent working for my people and my nation. I won't go into the details, the meetings, the files, the awful long days. What matters is this. For more than 30 years, my work was guided by one main purpose, to leave something better behind for our people. That work required sacrifice, long days and stretches away from home, responsibility that grew over time. I did not seek advancement. I was given more responsibility because people trusted my work and the results of my work. Each day I tried to do my work in a way I could live with, quietly, with care. And I could go to sleep at night knowing I gave my best. One of my elders once said to me, people have eyes, they can see what you do. They have ears, they hear what you say. These are the things that they will judge you by. I worked for the people. My mind was always with my people, not with myself. Commitment has a cost. There were times when my work took too much of me. Times when I lost connection with those closest to me. Leadership does not prepare you for that. Family has always been at the center of my life. I have a beautiful daughter, she's here, named Tara Dawn Jacobs, who has 2 beautiful children, Cypress Joseph George and Santana Dior George, who I love just so deeply. I also have a grandson I love, Louis Baker, who's also here. My late son Ryan had a daughter, Leanne. She was his first child and our first grandchild. She brought light, life, love with her to everyone she touched, especially our family. That kind of changes you for the better. My great-grandson Kynan You have great spirit in your life, even at 5 years old. He likes to boogie. My little guy here came about being a negotiator, honestly. Once I gave him a bowl of chips, potato chips, and he ate them real quick. And he came back a couple of minutes later. Papa, could I have some more chips, please? I said, no. You just ate them too fast. And he says, well, okay, then I want candy, and you can decide what to give me. So, negotiator at 5. I love it. I'm going to hire him when he knows everything. Anyone who has held their first grandchild knows this, that the gate of unconditional love has opened. Later, our son Ryan had a son, my grandson Gordon, who's also in the back. Another reminder of what truly matters. Even when life becomes complicated, family is an anchor. Our beautiful granddaughter, Leanne, was shot and killed when she was 15 years old. There are no words for that kind of loss. Loss of person, loss of seeing, loss of touching. Just the loss of being able to talk to each other, to have a good conversation. Those are huge losses. The loss that take a huge bite of your soul and spirit. My wife Vivian and I held each other up as best we could, but it was the hardest times of our lives, and we died a little bit with our granddaughter. What carried us forward was kindness, the kindness that we had shared with other families in their time of loss. People showing up at our small little house, simple acts of kindness. A simple hand on the shoulder, asking, I'm here to help. Do you need anything? 13 years later, our son Ryan was taken. Deep grief challenges you, changes you. You keep going because you must, but something grows quieter inside you. And after that, my work changed. It was no longer just about achievements. It became about living life in a good way and honoring those we had lost. Knowing where I came from held me when nothing else could. We are shaped by what we return to, the stories and the truths that we carry in our hearts, the important relationships we have developed, the teachings we lean on when life becomes unsteady. When you know where you come from and you remember your teachings, they steady you. That steadiness does not erase grief, but it gives you strength to carry on. Kynan, my great-grandson, my boy, when you arrived, something greatly changed in me. Showing me his muscles. Being an elder comes with responsibilities to share what I have learned and what I've taken as truths in my heart, to pass on what has carried me. That is why I'm standing here today, not because I have all the answers, but because I have walked a long and winding road, and I want to offer strength going forward. This is just a snapshot of who I am. I'm way better than this. But it is offered with love and a real desire for a good future for you. I hope that my story reminds you that where you come from can give you strength, and that even through loss, love continues. And for my great-grandson here, I want you to put these values and principles in your heart to live by, and you'll live a good life. Always give love, especially to your family. Always be respectful. Always be truthful. Always be caring. Always live by your values, teachings, and principles. O siya hojo, siya hojo.